All right, welcome back to Terrible at Fishing, and I got something in the mail today I wasn't expecting till tomorrow, which is good because we're tearing apart the studio and creating a whole new one. So it's really a mess. If it wasn't for this green screen, you'd see how bad it was. We'll see you in just one moment. All right, welcome back to Terrible at Fishing. So we got, you can't, it's green, but you can see the label, Dark Horse Tackle Box. There's green. Green screen. So, I mean, if you saw, let me see. I'm going to give you a peek. So, I know.
I'm not sure I understand.
This side. So anyway, tearing apart this studio. I'm going to put new walls in it, new everything. Paint, carpet, the whole 9 yards. So each day this week I'm doing something. So Saturday we'll have a new studio here. A camera, a pull down, not its curtain. It'll be a one of those like a pull down green screen. So anyway, we got Terrible at Fishing. I have not opened it. This is the first time. I have no idea what's in it. But, really cool thing, Tackle Talk, which is the #1 fishing talk show podcast on the market, he's the one that put this together. So, let's see. All right. So, we've got a brochure again. So, here's Tackle Talk presents. So, Andrew Hayes is the person who does Tackle Talk, and this is him. And this is the breakdown of the box. So first thing in here is I just wanted to say thank you from Andrew Hayes, Tackle Talk. And looks like he signed it. Yeah, that's an actual signature. It's an actual signature, so thank you. Oh, look at that. There, that looks so much better. I forgot to hit the transition button. So anyway, that's very cool. So thank you, Andrew, very much. And I'll put a link to his podcast down below. So check his podcast out. I do learn something when I listen to Andrew. So the very first thing, the neat thing is, he's given us a little thing about each bait in here. So the jerk bait, let's find it. All right, here's the jerk bait. Made by Combat Lures, which is a veteran-owned company. Very cool. This is called the DHT Mossback Shad. It's a beautiful, beautiful shad. Shad always works, by the way. Jerk baits are always great, too. Although sometimes my fish swallow it too good. And, boy, they're tough to remove sometimes. It's not coming out of the package. The hook is stuck in the package. So, oh well. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. It's beautiful. It really is. Anyway, Combat Lures. Veteran-owned, battle-ready. And I've had their lures before. Really nice. Let's see what he says about it. Now, when you're fishing completely stagnant water like a pond or lake, a jerkbait in the winter is tough to beat. So I've included a natural colored suspending jerkbait to trigger those ultra lethargic fish in cold water, which is perfect for my area. 45-degree water right now. Don't be afraid to soak this lure. Some days you could have to give it a twitch. Let it sit completely still for 10 to 20 seconds. Then twitch again and repeat. It takes a lot of patience, but even on the toughest days, a jerkbait can put fish in the boat. So he tells you how to use it. Very nice, Andrew. Thank you. Next one is a swim bait. Swim bait. Wow. Oh yeah, this is neat. Um, Bass Candy from Big Joshy swim baits. And they give you a jig in there too, which is nice. This is their swim bait. Also a shad color. So, very cool. Perfect size. This is a really good size. Not too big. Really good size to get bites in when it's tough to get bites. Captain Obvious here, but no matter what time of year it is, bass eat bait fish. And the best cold water swim baits I've ever used are made by a local company here in Ohio called Big Joshy Swim Baits. If you've never used them before, welcome to the club. These swim baits have a subtle roll with a nice natural tail kick. Perfect late fall, winter, and early spring. So that is a perfect size, by the way. It really is. Do they say how big it is? 3 1/4 inches. So, awesome. Another really good bait. Okay, so next is a blade bait. I have lots of blade baits. So, these are pretty cool. This one's sort of gold speckle. So, the blade bait. Now, this is my cold water secret weapon. A blade bait is deadly in the coldest water around. If the top of the water isn't frozen, try a blade bait. Blade baits are great because they can cast them in a country mile. You can target the top, middle, or bottom of the water column, and they can be fished fast or slow. There's just something about the tight vibration of a blade bait that will still trigger lazy winter fish when other moving baits won't. So, awesome. Let's pull it out. This one I can pull out too. So, ooh, how heavy is this thing? Made by Blitz Bait Blade, right there. And there's a 1/4 ounce. It's gold with a sticker on it that gives it that detail there. So, very nice. Usually with blade baits, you usually have several holes to adjust the pitch. This one only has the one hole, so interesting. All right, thank you very much. Let's go on to the Finesse Jig. So, this is the Finesse swim bait head. Oh, here. Okay, this is my Finesse Jig. So, Finesse Jig, in the wintertime, bass will often gravitate towards structure, as they do most of the year, but specifically structure that will hold and radiate heat from sunshine. So that could be a rock, which that's true. Very much so. Timber or man-made structure, either way, one of the best ways to target structure is with a Finesse Jig. What is this little thing? Oh, look, this is cool. So, Hoot Jigs, this is Hoot Jigs. They give you a discount code for 10% off your first order. Looks like a fortune cookie thing. 10% off your first order from them, right inside that. This is a perfect color, and it's a football head, but it sits nice flat, so that'll sit nice and flat down there. Good weed guard, beautiful green pumpkin color, excellent. That's going to work. Okay, we got one more thing in here. Woohoo! From Jig Masters, it's a swim bait head. Very nice. So, made by Jig Masters. These are 1/8 ounce 4-pack. So, but Andrew, what should I throw that swim bait on? Voila! Although they did give you a jig in there. Don't worry, I've got you. Get ready for a match made in heaven. Put that swim bait on a Jig Masters perfected sled head. The head design accentuates the natural wobble of the Big Joshy swim bait and has a screw lock to make that swim bait last almost forever. So, very nice. Very, very nice for that. See, Big Joshy, they did give you one in here. Just a regular jig. But that sled head with the bait lock, the screw lock on it is really nice. So, what a really nice thing. Now, if you got the Dabble pack, it says that if you got the Dabble pack, which is like $8 sampler of this box, you are still getting the blade bait, because I just can't allow you to go out fishing in the cold without one. But you're also getting one of the most tried and true chilly weather soft plastics, Ned Rig plastics. When you can't buy a bite, the Ned Rig is there to save the day. That is true. So, awesome. So they also have an ongoing contest where for $25 you enter it, and they send you a large swim bait, hard swim bait. And you paint it, you send it back, and you could win, I forgot what it's pretty big, like hundreds of dollars. So, really nice. All right. Coming soon, December and January. All-Star. From our home to yours, the best baits you've never heard of, All-Star Edition. The All-Star boxes will feature baits from Jason and Josh's favorite small business partners for the last year, the All-Stars. These small businesses are some of our favorites that we worked with in 2021 because of their drive and dedication, passion, love, and overall commitment to excellence. This is a great time to use this code. So use the code, get an All-Star box next month. So really, this is a very nice box, guys. This will work because it's 45-degree water right now where I live here in Oregon. I mean, it's tough. Oh, I didn't tell you how much it was all worth. So the jerk bait is a $13 bait, $6.50 for the Big Joshy, $4.79 for the blade bait, hoot jig, $4.50, and Jig Masters swim bait sled heads, $4. So your total price on this box, which is $25, is 4, 8, 12, 18, 38, 41, plus the changes, so $43. So for a $25 investment, you get $43 of lures. That is really, really good. Anyway, I want to thank Andrew. I want to thank Andrew a lot. So I'll put a link to his podcast. It is the #1 tackle talk or bass fishing podcast on the airwaves. So check it out. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. We've just broke 500. If we stay at 500 when I'm done redoing my studio in another 5 or 6 days, I will do a drawing for that $50 gift card. I will put a link to that at the end of this video. So be sure that you enter that contest. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys out on the water now with perfect baits, cold water baits. Take care, everybody.
You got to take it when you can get it. Get it while you can. If it don't come in the mailbox, it may come in a moving van. But you got to take it when you can get it, and get it while you can.